or something that you guys see a
21 de agosto
delta
de
flip. I don't know,
2025.
things like that.
5
Would be a
minutos
really
para o
cool
mercado
addition.
americano abrir. Hoje a gente está como host. Nick e o Chris, esse Chris aqui, ele é muito bom para operar gráfico. As entradas dele são bem precisas. E o Nick Fortic.
Will I be describing via the order flow lab software what I'm seeing? Yeah, obviously we're going to be looking off my execution chart for most of this morning's session. So I'll call out things as I'm seeing them, as we usually try to do.
Saiu agora cedo.
Yes, Jesus.
Pedido que sai toda semana. Em Filadélfia, o mercado não mexeu lá. Vai sair 10h45 PM industrial. Só que isso daqui vai ser.
What noise? Is that coming from me, Peter Sam?
Mexe, às vezes.
I
Do you hear
don't
noise coming from me, Nick?
I'm not hearing anything. And I got my fancy monitoring headphones in, so I'm not hearing any popping.
Okay. So you hear something from my microphone. I'm not touching anything. Say that again?
5 minutos está tudo abaixo das médias, 15 minutos abaixo das médias, já está abaixo do globais.
Yeah, I moved it away. Yeah, sorry guys if you guys hear something. Oh, it's mic noise. I don't know why.
Já está em compra. Já virou para
Okay. Let me do this. Oh, we don't want to see that.
A Ylos tem que esperar pelo menos 10 segundos após a abertura para você entrar na posição. A gente sugere tomar cautela nela, né? Porque essa abertura não tem rumo para qualquer lugar. E os managers também não estão só olhando na tela, não estão fazendo nada.
Don't we have news after, like, right after the bell?
Que a gente tá falando que tem notícias depois da abertura, né?
Yeah, we have PMI and home sales. Okay.
PMI, home sales, meus de casas. Sabe que esse PMI é o S&P, não é o ISM. O ISM é o que mexe bastante. O S&P não mexe.
Okay, how's that?
Ficar atento aqui.
All right, hopefully that changes things, guys. So here's that move that I was expecting. Getting that reversal. We're seeing that higher low here, possibly on the hourly. ES is now into that 93 zone that it's attempting to reclaim. Let's see if I can get another entry here. I think for me, it would be now if we can reclaim this 280s area, then look for some acceptance up here. And that would look. Ideally, I'd be in this long and I can just wait for that, but. You know, I did miss that entry that I wanted. But here's that higher low scenario that we could hold here at prior week lows. And yes, we're holding, we're bouncing, NQ at prior all-time highs. And now, you know, I think we're going to be range bound. I think we can go back up to London's high maybe if we do reclaim some of these resistance areas. I'm seeing that it sounds better. Awesome. Larry, thanks. Hey, Believer. All right, good move. Let's see what we get in the open.
$15 seconds.
Okay.
And we're off. Good luck, everybody. Trade safe. Ooh, immediate reoffer comes in at that and before we even got to 270s.
Yeah. Consolidating down this range for about an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, NQ may want new lows.
Yeah, that was a little violent to start us off. Yes, trying to take out the overnight low.
Yeah, NQ just did. If there's no follow through lower here, then I'm going to be looking to see if we can hold. Yes, GM.
Minha ordem não pegou, ó. Não entendi. Apregoei, foi lá, ticou nela e não
So
pegou
for
a
me, I'm
ordem.
just waiting. We're sort of in this boxed range
Não
here.
pegou. Não pegou.
What we want to see either is for me to engage in this, it's either acceptance down here to sort of tell us that sellers do want to have follow through lower, or acceptance up here to then tell us that buyers do want to sort of seek higher. At the moment, there's really not much to do here after this rejection, since we're in a range or a box where the last hour and 20 minutes.
Não sei o que fazer agora. Viu? Testou a mínima e já voltou pro 30. A ordem não pegou.
Yeah, cyclicals are getting hit right now, so affecting ES. What is your delta stuff telling you? We're going lower?
So far, they're still kind of holding the overnight low. Yeah, sellers really made that push. Could not establish us anywhere below that 85 spot. And that 80s, basically where the overnight low is, that was where we kind of, where the sellers kind of left us to die yesterday if you were late getting in that short. So if that is continuing to be defended, last week's low continuing to be defended, we are finding some interest in buyers there. So far so good for this to potentially rotate back into majority of the overnight's range. But I'm still going to be sitting on my hands for a little bit. But that's a very good sign from buyers. They kind of weathered that storm immediately off the open.
We do have a divergence here between ES and NQ, which is to me an indication of the reversal we're seeing now. NQ made a new low, ES didn't. I sort of look at that when we're at some extreme to give an indication of a reversal.
Plataforma tá dando muito problema de conexão. Olha aí. Olha aqui, a compra do dia.
We're still in that higher low area, I guess, and we continue to hold. So I have to continue to look for higher. So if we can form acceptance up here, I'm going to be looking to engage on a long and see if we can't. ES is reclaiming that 93. I mean, technically nothing from a price perspective is saying lower. You know, we hit support, we bounce hard. ES is now reclaiming 93 resistance. So now when you see acceptance up here, we can hold. Then that will give us an indication that we do want to move away from this hour and a half range that we've developed. A little bit choppy at the moment, but
yeah,
just have to be patient.
Então, paciência agora, não vai fazer mais nada. Se tem alguma ordem aberta, o problema é agora o que acontece. Eu fui para trás 20 pontos, mostrando que ele está. Eu não entendi.
Them ones are green. What is red?
23 segundos apenas.
Look at this rejection back down.
I know. Right at that 270s.
Deixar a plataforma abrir. O que vai acontecer, gente? Não deixou. raiva demais essa operação.
What did this initial
Eu tive
reversal get to?
sorte de dar certo. Isso poderia não ter dado. Pior de tudo. Essa era a minha estratégia 2030.
Yeah, so it's very volatile at the moment. We need some contraction at the right above that range or at these lows to then tell us, hey, there's a one either party, right, buyers or sellers are ready to move it higher. So we may get that up here. We can still hold maybe the 260s, 270s area. No, HK. My process is based on price and trend structure. So regardless of the event that's taking place, price is telling us what it wants to do, right?
Keep the money in the pocket, manter dinheiro no bolso.
Hey guys, I think one of my dogs just tripped my light. Let me fix it if you want to pull me for a hot second.
Yeah, do your thing.
I'll
whisper sweet nothings into their ear until then.
I'll be right back. This is why we don't have dogs under our desks, folks. We just literally knocked my main light off. One second.
Esses caras
It's just us guys.
O Coisa tá falando que é só ele e a gente no chat agora, não tem mais ninguém não.
Constructive action here, guys. Like, there's nothing here telling me lower prices at the moment. And it shouldn't for you as well, right? Like that's not my opinion. This is just what price is telling us. We're now starting to hold this upper sort of 20-25% area of this range. Hey, Brian. I don't have a setup here to engage on a long. I need to wait for a more sideways, more wedge structure here. So there's no entry for me here. Like, we can blast up higher and that's fine for me, right? There's just no entry for me to engage in. But, you know, sometimes that happens and you really can't do anything. And why would I not take it, right, if it's attempting to break out? Like, if I say, hey, we're going to go higher if we break out of here, why would I not take it? Because if I don't wait for my rules to engage, acceptance, which is a wedge, which you guys have seen me over every sort of Thursday and other days that I'm on, then there's a high probability that this can be a failed breakout due to the day we're in and then revert back down, right? In most breakouts in general. So if that's the probability here, then I need to create a set of rules that will allow me to skip on breakouts or breakdowns unless we form acceptance and we create that wedge structure. Why? Because that is what will tell me that instead of seeing price go up and then get rejected by sellers at resistance, if we sort of see a higher low come in and then we see a negotiation take place like this, then we know that there is that buyers are looking to move up from here to then here, and at that point I have data, I have information that is supporting my long idea, and then through a technical filter, which is the wedge that is my directional setup, I can then look to take the break out of this because I waited for information to tell me that in this scenario buyers did step in from lower prices and they're getting ready to break it higher, right? And I'll look to engage in the new trend away from this consolidation. I cannot take just any breakout or breakdown because there's a higher probability of a reversal, and then I get stopped out.
I have returned.
Nick is back. So I am waiting for that, guys, if we can get that up here in NQ for me to engage in.
Chris, you may be getting your range-bound action. I mean, I know we have news here in a couple minutes with PMI, but so far, just kind of sitting in this range. It's been somebody's been absorbing up here. NES around those like 96s to 98s.
Yeah, it's great action that I'm seeing here for the upside. I think we can go back to London's high. But we need to reclaim this 280s in NQ. You can see we're facing some resistance here on that initial test. ES is struggling to, I mean, it's not really struggling, it's just dancing around that 93 area.
I was just locked in. No, I have two golden retrievers that have, one of them decided to bump the light and knock it off my desk fort, and it takes, I have to actually like go under my desk to get to said wires. So.
Dude, I would hate that if the screens go black and you're in a trade and the dogs are just moving around.
Thank God for mobile trades in the event that something does happen. I mean, thankfully that's why we use stops, and you can. I mean, I'm one of those people though. Even with stops, I'm still like meticulously watching my trade, like thinking I have some control.
Yeah.
Vale a pena seguir isso. Um abraço a todos. Tchau, obrigado. Fui.